arrogant, throwing fits, ripping shit, tearing it, imperative. Then I'm killing this mic no matter where I live. These derelict rappers acting the fool, this embarrassing is flagrant. That's the nature of this entertainment, and we can't even change it. Guilty before arraignment, now the system tainted. But when we speak, they all laugh at us, and y'all wonder why I'm lacking trust. Trying to fight a giant with attorneys that can back them up. That's church versus science, both sides start acting up. I'm late on my assignment, hopping up a mile high, climbing, obviously never silent. New alignment, I'm defiant, cannot describe it. Used to describe it as a young graffiti artist. Before the beard, I always got carded. At every bar, even though my bar's been the hardest. The scars on my face, and I ain't always been the smartest. But I'll show you where my heart is. I said I'll show you where my heart is. I can show you where my heart's at. See it on my sleeves. Even if the beat stops, my soul will not leave. If I never stood tall, nobody will ever see. I can show you where my heart's at. See it on my sleeve. I can show you where my heart's at. See it on my sleeve. Even if the beat stops, my soul will not leave. If I never stood tall, nobody will ever see. I can show you where my heart's at. See it on my sleeve. I can show you where my...
The type of guy that would ride with the breeze. I'm higher than most people. I'm cold and icicle freeze. I'm liking to Mike Tyson. I'm a bison, a beast. I'm hot like Jamaica, like right by the beach. My pops is from a spot where they're fighting for peace. 8 years old out there watching people fight in the streets. All these sirens only make the violence increase. Yeah, we're still not loving police. It's that bright young American, nice, dumb, arrogant. Tight on a mic, but he might need a therapist. Heart full of kerosene, head full of fairy tales. Said that you're my homie, you don't know me, but I know you very well. Roll back on some West Coast shit. This whole track is wetter than your dress code kiss. About to hit the track, running on some retrofit. It gets so lit, I guess so, bitch, now let's go.
I can show you where my heart's at. See it on my sleeves. Even if the beat stops, my soul will not leave. If I never stood tall, nobody will.
Pinky. It's
Yeah,
that
buddy.
time, my guy. Tuesday, hanging with the fellas. September 5th. September 5th.
Right.
It's September 5th already, buddy. So, we get football coming up here Thursday. The NFL stuff. Obviously, we've had college the last couple weekends. But the real NFL stuff, people playing fantasy, Thursday. Thursday it starts. How you doing, my guy? Cheers.
Good, my man. Cheers to you. I'm going to give a shout out to West River Whiskey from Deadwood.
Mm-hmm.
This is fantastic.
Good.
Fantastic whiskey. We got to break it open at a fantasy draft this last weekend. And I had a couple before I tried it in the store. So you're never quite sure, had I had a couple before and that's why it tasted so good, or is it really good? It's really good. Really good. This is Pinky approved.
Solid.
So I am excited to enjoy some of West River whiskey. All right, buddy. Well, start leading us in. I'm going to keep trying to see if I can get us logged in.
Okay, well, good luck with that. It'd be optimal if you can make that happen. We got some sports stuff to talk about, some NFL, some college football, and then a little bit later on, we're going to be doing the Vampire League draft for when did we start this? 4 years ago now? This is the fourth year?
3.
This is the third year?
Third year.
Okay, so this will be the third year. We'll talk more about the Vampire League, what it is, and all that good stuff before we start the draft. But again, fantasy is something we enjoy. We got a platform. We can talk about it if we want to. And you can sit here and listen to us babble about our drafts. But, I mean, let's be honest. The fantasy footballers and everybody else that does fantasy football, that's what they do. They sit around and draft and have people watch them, right? So it's not like we're doing anything abnormal or crazy.
Right. Right. Totally true.
So
what the hell?
I know you're trying to log in, but just to make sure you get your 2 cents in, any sports stories over the weekend, last week that you wanted to make sure got talked about?
Well, I mean, we could talk about how bad Nebraska looked.
Bad's relative.
No? Too early? Is it too
No,
early for that?
I'm not. not super like happy, and I'm not super disappointed or sad. For one, it's kind of the same old, same old. You knew it was going to happen. Turn the ball over twice late, and you end up losing the game and your lead in the fourth quarter. So that's not anything new. But the defense played extremely well, surprisingly, and the offense moved the ball. They just had 4 turnovers. So I'm not completely season's over with just yet. We'll see what happens this weekend against Colorado. But I see the strengths of Colorado. I can see Nebraska being able to match to an extent, possibly.
Not a
they
chance.
play a
Those guys look like
they play a 3-3-5 defense as their base defense. So they already have the DBs out there that are already matching up with receivers. So that's nothing new. It's not like their 4th DB, their 5th DB is somebody who's not normally on the field. That's their base, is what they're running it. So that's a positive. I'm not saying they're going to be able to stop Shedeur Sanders and that Colorado offense and that passing game. Remember, I said he's a dark horse candidate for Heisman months ago. So that wasn't surprising to me what he did. Nebraska has a really good run game. Colorado couldn't stop the run to save the life of them. And then, to be honest with you, it's like, well, is Minnesota like a pretty good team? Or are they really bad too? Is TCU an okay team, or are they really bad? So there's a lot of question marks still for both teams.
TCU probably wins the game if they don't turn the ball over twice in the red zone.
That hurts. I'm very familiar with that concept. I understand what that feels like better than most. So, yeah, that's a tough one to take. So, we'll see what happens. Game's in Boulder. Colorado's won the last 2. I know there's a lot of people who should be excited about what's happening in Colorado. I'll be amazed if Deion stays there more than like 3 or 4 years if things go really well. But then again, if they keep giving him what he wants and he likes it there, maybe he just ends up staying and makes Colorado.
I think it just depends on, does he have – I think as long as he has full control of the team, that's definitely going to help.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. I mean, he's talking about baseball is going to come back because the football program is going to generate enough revenue for Colorado to bring the baseball team back. Like, that's what he's already talking about. So
I didn't know they didn't have a baseball team.
Neither did I. Not like I would really try to follow that to begin with. But
right. I'm not in depth in Colorado
not,
CU
Deion
sports.
Wants to bring it back with the football revenue money. So see what happens in Colorado, I guess.
Oh, man. Well, I have to have you log in, man.
That's fine. I got it. It's one of those things where I said Deion was going to be good in Colorado. I said they were going to surprise some people. I just hope they don't surprise Nebraska. Like, that's all. It's hard not to root for Deion. I've liked Shedeur. I think he's a good quarterback. Hunter is I don't even have words for what he's doing right now. What did he play? 129 snaps or something like that throughout the game on offense and defense. Led in receiving yards and catches, and then had 2 interceptions or an interception. Like, just ridiculous.
Right. What the heck is going on? No, I don't want to do that. So I will say, like, over the weekend, on Saturday morning, I was totally expecting to have to, like, do housework. And I just happened to mention, like, hey, honey, the CU game's on at 10 o'clock. And my wife was totally like, oh, we need to watch that. Like, let's watch that. And I was like, okay. I mean, we're supposed to do housework, so I wasn't complaining. Turn it on. She's actually paying attention. She didn't have her phone in her hand. She's cheering. Like, I was like, who is this woman? Like, she doesn't even get like this during Broncos games.
It's unfortunate she's doing it for the University of Colorado.
She's a big Deion fan. She used to be a Cowboys fan before I met her, so she
Okay.
does have an allegiance to Dion.
I mean, we know I love Dion. I just can't this weekend. Can't really root for him. Not even a little bit.
I mean, you don't have to root for him, bro. It's just he's gonna. If you guys play that same way on offense, because that quarterback of yours looked pretty bad.
He did not.
Pretty bad.
Sims looked rough. He looked real rough.
And some of that might not be his fault. I didn't see a lot of wide receivers getting open.
No, but dude, some of those throws were like stare down, throw exactly to where you're looking, and there's already a defender standing there. Like, what are you seeing, my guy?
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing.
It was rough.
Hopefully things get better for him, because that was tough.
A lot to prove on Saturday, so we'll see what happens. There's a lot of people now who are expecting Colorado to just run away with this and make it embarrassing, which that would be a bummer. I could see a path to that happening, though. So I'm just hoping that that's not what happens, and I'll feel at least a little bit better about the situation. So there's that. LSU, Florida State. LSU decided they were only going to play the first half of the game, apparently, and not play the full 60 minutes. And that became a pretty big issue for them and ended up making Florida State look I don't know if Florida State is actually that good.
I don't know if they're that good, but I will say the quarterback in number 4 who transferred from another school, those two dudes were in sync. Like they were definitely playing together. So
that was a bit of an upset. And then you had Clemson last night losing to Duke.
So what makes that funny?
Smoked. Not just losing. Clemson got smoked.
Well, they had like multiple times that they went for it on 4th down and didn't get it. Blocked field goals, missed field goals, fumbles on the 1-yard line. Like, I mean, if it could go wrong, it did go wrong.
Yeah.
But what's funny is they benched their longtime starter at the end of last season, let him walk to Oregon State. He put up 5 touchdowns.
DJ Ugalale.
Say that 5 times fast.
5 touchdowns for Oregon State on his first game for them this past weekend. So, yeah, he doesn't play for them. They don't look good. He goes to Oregon State of all places and looks pretty good. Right. Even though they weren't playing like a crazy opponent, he still looked good.
Right.
So, Oregon State plus, Clemson minus. I could see them dropping out of the polls completely, which would be crazy. But they'll probably end up around like 18 to 20. They'll probably get one more opportunity to prove themselves. I feel like there was one more, and I'm having trouble.
I don't think this is a hot take. Marvin Harrison Jr. should just sit out the rest of the year, prepare for the NFL draft.
I mean,
and I don't think that's an overreaction.
No, I like worked all right for Jamar Chase, right? So I don't think that would be a bad move on his part. I just hope he doesn't, because I would like to watch him play a little bit more.
I don't want to see him sitting there catching 2 balls for 18 yards.
Yeah, Ohio State drastically misread the room on their quarterback situation, it looks like, and they could struggle a little bit.
Oh man, it was funny. Rich
Eisen
was having a blast today on the show. He was talking about college football, and he was just like, "Man, the ghost of the Ohio State quarterback room. Good Lord."
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And they're highly recruited, but boy, they sounded like they struggled a little bit in camp, and neither one could really quite pull ahead. And now you got them sitting there doing this. So.
Well, they won't be ranked number 3 for long, because if they keep
probably
playing like
not. You could just say hopefully it just gets better and not worse, but hard to say. Oregon smoked. I can't remember who they were playing, but it was like 81-7, something like that.
Yeah, the mascot had to do like some obscene amount of push-ups.
Yeah, so that was pretty crazy. There were a couple other blowouts I'm kind of drawing blanks on.
Which is the part of college football that I don't enjoy. Like watching blowouts, that's pretty old. Like
Until you really get into your conference or you're playing those big.
I know that's just like one of the reasons why I'm not as big on college football as I am like NFL. Because like NFL,
get some of those.
Even when the spread is 10, like that other team could still win if they execute and you turn the ball over. And in college football, the spreads are like 20 to 40 to 50 points. Like that's just stupid.
For sure.
That's just stupid.
They can't be. It's a little ridiculous sometimes, for sure. I get it. So college football kicked off with a bang. Another full slate of games this weekend. We'll have to.
We got Alabama and Texas, and we got CU Nebraska on Saturday. I'm in.
Alabama's another one that may have misjudged their quarterback room. That'll be interesting to see how they play out this year as well. Texas.
I mean, their quarterback room wasn't great last season.
Who?
I thought Bryce Young was hurt for a little bit. No, it was Bryce playing. I'm sorry. Their wide receivers sucked last year. That's what it was.
A little bit of a struggle at the wide receiver position last year. Sure.
That's what it was.
So they're working on that. Texas has Quinn Ewers. Well, I still think if he played the whole game last year, Texas beats Alabama. I don't know if he's quite as good as maybe they were hoping he was going to develop into, but this is a big chance for him to prove himself, no doubt there.
I mean,
that's true. People are buying that Dion factor real heavy right now.
Well, let me see what the line is on that. I hadn't even thought about betting on that game yet.
CU 2.5 now, I think. Plus 2.5.
That's it?
Well, it swung from Nebraska plus like 7.
Oh,
like
man.
Nebraska was a huge money line before last weekend. So it made a huge swing already.
Colorado's 3-point favorites.
3-point favorites.
All right. I'm going to put money on that right now. Done.
Yeah, see, Nebraska opened at +8. Now they're -3. That's what I'm saying. Like it was a pretty wild swing after last weekend's games.
As it should be. Like I said, I watched that Nebraska game, obviously, because I had Nebraska plus 7.5. I was very intrigued. Plus, I felt like I have to watch the games now if I'm going to talk shit about them one way or the other. And Sims, like, I was like, hey, that's like Tim Tebow without the throwing ability. Like, that's what he looked like.
I mean, look, he was like the most prone to turnover quarterback in the country last year at Georgia Tech. And Matt Rule and his staff thought that they could take him and do something with him. So we'll have to see what exactly they can truly do with him. Because right now it's just running. And his decision-making passing the ball was not good. Like, just was not good. There's no dancing around that subject.
Let's see.
We'll see. Maybe Nebraska gets a bit of a miracle next weekend.
Yeah, I was all in on the college football this weekend, so that was nice. And that CU game was a fun game to watch, back and forth. A lot of drama in that game, so that was good. And that was it for my sports weekend, really.
Well, so one thing I think most people are going to take away the fact that Dion and the Buffs are the big story out of the weekend, which I'm not going to argue that's not a big story. What I am going to say, though, is I think equally as big are two other storylines. The Pac-12 quarterback situation is crazy good. Crazy good. Like, whoa. And now I'm starting to hear people talk about Drake May as equal to Caleb Williams. So that's something I'm going to be paying a little bit closer attention to and seeing how good Drake May really is. Because is this going to turn into like a Peyton Manning, Ryan Leaf kind of situation?
Whoever gets the number 2 pick, they're going to be happy.
Maybe.
Nope, I think they'll be happy because if Caleb Williams, then you've got your pick of Drake May. Michael Penix looked smooth as hell too.
Sure did.
I was super impressed watching him play. Now he's got some really good wide receivers too, but
there's a lot of guys out there that were balling on that quarter. Shadur Sanders is in that conversation. If he keeps playing this way, like, let's be honest, there could be some really good college quarterbacks.
Bo Nix being like a 6-year senior.
So is Penix.
Is Penix a 6-year senior? That seems that's a little long, but
or 5th. I'm pretty sure it's 6th, but maybe it's just his 5th. But they're both, past the regular standard 4 years or 3 years if you're really playing well and you go into the draft kind of thing. So
I think Shedeur would come out this year if there weren't so many good quarterbacks coming. I just think like it's going to make more sense for him in NIL money to just stay in school. But
yeah, probably. If they keep playing this way, especially, like, man, that stock could rise real quickly. So that's the other big storyline to me is like the Pac-12 is probably the best QB.
Pac-12 was undefeated this weekend.
They were, and they won't exist next year. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. But they, I think they have the best quarterback play in the country right now. I think Drake May being equal to Caleb Williams is going to be quite the storyline. And I think you're going to have some names like a Shadur Sanders and some other guys kind of moving up that are going to be starting to be talked about on a regular basis.
Oh, you're talking Quinn Ewers, Drake May, Bo Nix, Michael Penix, and Caleb Williams are all expected to come out.
Yep.
You could throw Shadur Sanders in the mix because he's a junior. He's eligible to come out. That's just crazy, man. That'd be 5 to 6 quarterbacks. Like, man.
Yeah, and not bad quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Not like where people are questioning the status. Should they be first-round talents? Should they not kind of thing. Like, these guys are going to be first, second-round talents for sure. And there'll be teams clamoring to get most of them.
It's okay, Biggie. That's not the first thing I see either. My big clock behind me.
So we'll see how that goes. But that's all of college football for now. I know it's only been week 1, but that was kind of my biggest takeaway. Like,
it's a fun weekend.
We could have some crazy good quarterback play this year to watch, which would be awesome to see. So that means teams are doing work.
Yeah, buddy.
Nebraska may not know what that feels like, but we can always hope.
You wanna where you want to shift? We've got about 20 minutes before the draft, so we got about 10 because we need about 5 to talk about it.
Okay.
And I finally did get logged in.
Trying to think of what other big storylines.
I mean, there was a big one today.
Which one? Are we going to talk about Travis Kelce? Is that where you're headed?
That's the big one so far.
So hyperextended his knee. Test came back that his ACL is intact. So misses a couple weeks, 3 weeks, see how it feels. Don't rush it back too quick, or then you could tear something. So it'll be interesting to see how long he sits out, but he can't afford to sit out too long, right? I mean, that's going to be a good one.
He's got an MRI scheduled for Wednesday, supposedly.
We will see what happens, but that would be a huge kick in the you-know-whats to the Chiefs.
Well, it's been something again, as kind of a Chiefs hater in some respects, I've been interested to see what would Mahomes do without his primary target. Like when he runs out of the pocket, if he gets pressured, that's like the guy he looks for on a majority of the time, especially now that Tyreek's gone. He can't go 15 yards backwards and just chuck it up to Tyreek. he has to get it. He dumps it down to Kelsey. Kelsey's always wide open. When that's not there, now what do they do, right?
Well, the reason they could get rid of Tyreek is because they still had Kelsey, right? Like I agree, obviously.
I think Mahomes had to play more in the pocket.
But
take the open play.
Are we really willing to doubt Patrick Mahomes again? Like, oh, well, maybe he can't do anything because Kelsey's not. And then he's going to go off for, 5,500 yards and 60 touchdowns. And you know what I mean? Like,
I think he played better.
I'm not really wanting to be that guy and say things could go bad for them.
He played better in the pocket last season. Like, he got better as a quarterback overall. And that's from Andy Reid, and that's from, like, having reliable receivers like Juju. Juju wasn't spectacular, but he was reliable.
Sure.
So the guys they have right now, MVS, they've got Kadarius Toney, who for however long he stays healthy, Sky Moore, Justin Ross. I mean, they just don't have any guys that you would consistently say are, number one wide receivers. So
no, but sometimes you don't need number one. You have a bunch of really good twos kind of thing. So
I would say no to that, Biggie. Their backup tight end looks good when everybody's guarding Kelsey. Like, when people are focused on Kelsey, the backup's going to be wide open. So I don't think
some of the Kelsey stuff though isn't like that he's so fast he's getting wide open. It's just the scheme. And Kelsey knows where to sit in the pocket. So if that guy can have an idea of where to sit in the pockets the same way, he can at least get catches for him,
Him and Mahomes can speak to each other without talking, right? They've got their language down. So we'll see. It's an interesting situation. They also at the moment don't have Chris Jones.
That's the big one. That's where I was going to go next. Even if he were to sign like tomorrow, like him playing in game one and being effective at this point is not that great. So does he really sit out 8 weeks? Like, is he really good to do that? Is that really how he's feeling?
I mean, he wants to get the Aaron Donald money. And this is probably his last big payday.
Oh, for sure.
He's 29. He's coming off his best season. He also wrecked every team in the playoffs. Like, he's one of the more I know a lot of people know who he is, but if you're talking about the guy who doesn't get the credit because of Mahomes and Kelsey and everybody else, Chris Jones got him to that Super Bowl. Chris Jones won him that Super Bowl. Because he just ran over fools.
He helped. So, there's no doubt about that. He definitely helped the situation.
So I without them, I made sure DraftKings has got you can bet on the Chiefs or the Lions money line, and then they giving you a bonus that if either team that you put your money on, if they get up by 7 at any point in the game, you win instantly. So I got my money on the Lions at plus 225, but I did that this weekend. Now the line's moved down to plus 195. So getting closer.
Yeah, it's going to get real interesting real quick. That's what it comes down to. He misses significant time. Kelsey misses significant time. Chiefs start off kind of rocky. It's not like their schedule lightens up at all down on the back end or anything like that. So they start off rough in that AFC, that gauntlet. It could get ugly real quick.
It's just we'll see. Let's see. Week 1. I think the game I'm most excited for is Jets Bills on Monday night. Right. That is true, Biggie. Although
I'd be Jerick McKinnon most likely. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what Pacheco's role truly is going to be this year, but By all accounts, McKinnon's the guy he'd be checking the ball down to.
Yeah, McKinnon does a lot of the passing game work, and Pacheco's the thumper. But
I do like Pacheco for over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns plus. So I think he still has a really solid year, just not necessarily in that passing game. That's not who would fill that Kelsey role. There's gonna have to be a combination of those receivers catching up. Rice and Ross, Tony, Sky Moore. 4 of those guys, 2 of them are gonna have to start doing something this year at a minimum. And then, you hope Gray can step up a little bit at the tight end spot and go from there. So Chiefs could be off to a rough start. We'll wait and see. I'm not going to be too concerned just yet with Patty Mahomes there, but the Chris Jones not being there is that's what would concern me, because it's one thing to have the offense play a shootout game. It's another thing if the offense is on the field every 30 seconds because the other team keeps scoring on your defense and the offense never gets a chance to catch their breath, find a rhythm, do all the things you need to do. That's what could get detrimental. So we'll see. We will see.
Yeah, buddy. All right. So I said Bills and Jets. The other one that's pretty interesting is Packers-Bears.
Yeah.
Jordan Love be the Bears' new daddy, right?
It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Do they get a little love finally in Chicago and their new daddy's a little bit nicer, or are they going to be scrounging still? Still not sold on what they did with their offensive line there in Chicago. That's still a concern for me. I'm still not sold on the coaching staff. Still not sure if I think it's a good coaching staff either. But I do expect bigger things from Fields this year. I think DJ Moore can ball out. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. Hard to say at this point.
Right. All right. Best game best game to bet on. I don't know why the line is so low. Eagles -4. I just don't see how the Patriots are going to score.
No, not really.
I know the Patriots are at home. That's why it's only -4. But I think
that always helps. Be interesting to see what happens.
Claypool's never going to do much. Pretty confident in that.
A lot of potential there. Just may not ever put it all together the way people thought he was going to after that rookie year.
I think he's physically got the talent, but I don't think he's got the
That could be very possible. No doubt about that.
Let's see. What
Other
else
thing
is
I
on
will
the
mention
schedule?
is the U.S. Open is going on for tennis.
Eh.
I mean, Djokovic is going for his 24th men's title. So Grand Slam, if you will. And that's, I'd say, pretty darn impressive that we've witnessed arguably the 3 greatest men's tennis players in the history of the game back to back, and Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. What happens when he's finally gone too? I think it's fun to watch kind of this twilight of their careers and see what they can put together at the end. So I'm watching it. I think it's cool. U.S. Open, good stuff. Pay attention. Women are doing their thing too. A couple of them. Pegula, did I say that correctly? Pegula, owner of the Bills. Their daughter is ranked like 2nd or 3rd on the women's side.
Huh. Interesting.
So, yeah, good stuff. Pay attention to the U.S. Open, Pinky. You might enjoy it.
I don't. No, I don't have ESPN. We're good.
Okay. Yeah. Don't worry about it then. Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
And I didn't bet on it, so we're good.
Oh, well then, yeah. I mean, if you're not going to bet on it, what's the point? No reason to pay attention to something if you're not betting on it, right?
That's about it. That's kind of what gets me involved in some of the sports that I may not otherwise watch. If I bet on it, probably going to have an interest.
I mean, it definitely helps peak it for sure.
Ooh. I just got an alert. Someone put 11,000 on the Chargers to win the Super Bowl. That's somebody who's got 11,000 to waste. Let's be honest.
I mean, if they finally decide one year that they're not going to charge her, this could be the year that happens, and then everything's good. It goes right back to normal the next year, right? But it could happen.
I'm pretty sure the Chargers are going to charge her with Brandon Staley.
You're definitely right about blowing 11K though, because you win like 300K on that, 275 somewhere in there.
275, yeah.
I mean, not like that's a huge payout to be just throwing 11K at.
Right.
I mean, it's a nice return. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice return. But it's not like if you have 11K to throw on that bet and that's the return, you're absolutely right. You have 11K to just throw away. Honey, we're not renting the yacht this weekend, dear. I lost my bet.
And she said, I don't care. You find that money.
Yeah, so who knows?
I guess tell the people about the how a Vampire League works. Let's move to that.
Okay, so in a Vampire League, you can have as many people as you want. We have a 10-man league, and at draft, 9 guys will draft. The Vampire does not draft. After the draft is done, all rosters are set. The only way you are allowed to take a guy off the waivers and replace him with somebody on your team is if they go on IR. And you have to drop the guy. You can't put him on IR. There's no IR slot. You have to drop the guy that's on IR if you want to pick up somebody. Otherwise, rosters are set. You cannot change them. You cannot move them. You play what you brung kind of thing. That's it.
Right.
The Vampire, the 10th guy, then goes ahead and picks up his entire team off the waiver wires the entire season. He's allowed to play the waiver wires however much he wants to. Every week, he picks his opponent. Has to play everybody at least twice. Right?
He has to play
everybody at least once. He's going to play
everybody once.
Yeah. Sorry.
He can play someone a maximum of 2 times.
A maximum of 2 times. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. Picks his opponents every week. Plays everybody once. Can play somebody a maximum of twice. And if he wins his matchup, he then is allowed to poach anybody he wants from that other team and give that other team anybody he wants off of his team. So it can get real interesting real quick if somebody loses to the Vampire. Now, keep in mind, only 9 teams drafting in a 10-team league. Everybody's team is kind of stacked. So there's still a lot left on the waiver wire, but there's also a very stacked team for every single player if they drafted properly. Vampire plays out the year that way and continues to do it all the way through the playoffs. So
we have not had the Vampire win yet.
Should have had it.
But you were close.
Terrible. It's fun. I enjoy the format. Definitely makes you think a lot of different ways. You definitely got to draft a lot differently than you probably would have otherwise because you want to make sure you've got guys that are going to be able to play the whole season and not just play the whole season but score points. And then you have to at least make sure you're making your bench backups for some of your starters because, again, you don't get to play the waivers. So you've got to be picking guys that can always go in. Got to draft multiple positions. Maybe you normally wouldn't do that and you play the waivers for, bye weeks and stuff. He got to plan for the bye weeks ahead of time and everything else. So it gets really interesting, really interesting. And then there's some guys who just, they punt on all of that. And they just try to draft the best team possible. And that's helped and hurt some of the guys over the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing is making sure that you just don't leave, really good talented players on the waivers for the Vamp at the end.
Sometimes you can't help it.
Right.
Sometimes you can't help it. It's just, is the Vampire going to play the right waiver guys that week? That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, it's really important. It's really important to pick different players that don't have the same bye weeks in this, for sure. Like, you've got to make sure you're protecting yourself against bye weeks.
Yeah, it gets interesting real quick. So that is a Vampire League. We've got, for those of you guys who've seen the show somewhat regularly, our hockey insider, as we like to call him, Cody. Our buddy Cody's in this league. He and Pinky Jr., split. They were in the finals last year with guys still in that Buffalo-Cincy game, which a lot of people have that problem. Usually the winner gets a jersey of his choice, and then you're the Vampire the following year. Well, this year, Pinky decided to give the winner the opportunity to split that. So one could get the jersey, one could be the Vampire. So Junior took the jersey. He'll be drafting with the rest of us. Cody, Mr. Hockey, he does know his football too, so don't get it twisted. The guy does know what he's doing. He's going to be the Vampire this year, so he will not be drafting. So Cody's in that 3 slot. Pinky, you could probably fill in his entire guys. I
think he was happy that he queued up some guys.
Oh, did he?
From what he was
on
saying.
auto or something?
That's what he said he queued up some guys, so he was excited to have us see
what he's doing.
Drafted.
All right.
So
well, he better not be grabbing anybody that somebody was going to draft, because that would just be silly.
I mean, so far I only see a few dudes in here, so hopefully we get a little bit more action.
I know Zach will get in. Cody won't be here, but he doesn't have to. Cody's brother should be here. He was doing his name earlier on the league.
I'm gonna let him try to queue. If his queue is in, it should pick for him. If not, I'll just start picking random dudes. Like, we'll just make it happen.
Yeah. You talked to Billy?
Yeah, Billy should be good.
Okay. Well, a couple minutes here, we'll get started and run through it.
They've got 2 minutes. And Mr. Tilton is ready.
That's what we like to see. That's excellent. Thank you, Mr. Tilton. You guys have any questions about players or anything while we're going through this? Feel free to ask.
This is a draft at the last moment. That's kind of what we do every year. We just make it like pretty much the week of, since it's all virtual. Like, we don't do a live draft for this one. It's free, so it's not like it's a big deal if your team's auto drafted, but it's always good to draft your own team.
Yeah.
Get your guys.
Yeah, that's what's going to make this really interesting.
Oh, I forgot I was number 2. All right, let's go.
Yeah, where are you headed with that pick?
I guess we'll see. I got to see where Billy goes number 1. Let's see. It's almost 8:15. I'm waiting for that 8:15 to turn, and I'm going to queue it up.
Oh, it's going to get interesting real quick. This draft should go pretty quickly, too, based on who's in it.
Right.
So we'll see.
So let me text Junior. I don't see Junior in here.
What's he doing?
Probably playing video games.
Oh, that sounds about right.
All right, it's 8:15.
Start it. Jay Jetta, Christian McCaffrey, 1-2. Jay Jetta, Jamar Chase. What's it going to be?
Could always go Patty Mahomes. Patty's going to get drafted one way or the other.
I mean, yeah, somebody's going to draft him. I just wouldn't take him with the first overall pick in a non-super flex league.
I mean, you're going to have
league.
you're going to have a really good QB. So either way,
that would be a bold move, Con. Big strategy. We do a QB, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, a tight end, and 3 flex is the starting. And then you get 5 bench. So it's thin. You get 5 bench. So you better draft the backups that you want to begin with. Like I said, it's going to get interesting. There you go. J-Jet at number 1. What do you want to do, Pinky?
I don't have Christian McCaffrey in any of my leagues, so I'll take CMC.
Okay.
And then we'll give Cody 2 minutes to see if he
really queued somebody up.
Yeah, if he queued someone up. If he didn't queue someone up, then I'll need to pause it. You know what? That's going to be too much trouble. I'm just going to manually do it.
No, just go to let CPU pick. Get out of here.
What else?
We can pause it if it doesn't work, but go to let CPU pick and it should go off his queue if you really queued guys up.
Where's that at?
Go back to where you just were. Yeah, right there at the bottom. Yep. He might have queued some guys up. Lamar Miller.
Who hasn't been in the league in like 2 years?
Yeah, that's probably a safe bet. All right, so a little bit of a run on running backs here, eh? Eckler, Zach Bijan, interesting.
I mean, that's where I would have gone. I like Bijan a lot. I'm a Bijan guy, and that O-line is really good at run blocking.
How do I want to play this?
All right.
So Jamar Chase, I'm going to be happy with that at the technically the 5th slot, right? Because Cody's not drafting at number 3 there, so I'll take Jamar Chase falling there a little bit. I'm okay with that.
Right. I mean, Jamar is going to be super solid. Like again, most of the time, any of these guys in the top 10, if they're on your squad, you're going to be pretty happy. Tyreek Hill, I'm happy with that too. Like, you know, I think the top 10 overall, Eckler, Bijan, Christian McCaffrey, Justin Jefferson, Chase, Hill. This is where it starts to get interesting.
And, possibly. Yeah, definitely could.
All right, so it doesn't look like Aaron did give the thumbs up, but he's not in here, at least at the moment. Or no, that's not Aaron. That's Cody's brother.
Yeah, that is Cody's brother.
No, Biggie, there's no way David Montgomery doesn't get drafted. There's no way. I can tell you because I would probably draft him before it gets too late.
Who? What?
David Montgomery?
You think so?
I mean, I usually put my value into you have to get 2 quarterbacks, you got to get 2 tight ends, and then everything else is wide receivers and running backs. So
yeah, I agree with that.
Saquon, Nick Chubb.
Okay.
Chubb. I like Chubb a lot. I think Chubb's going to have a pretty big year. Now we're rolling. So Andy was like, I don't care about if Kelsey hyperextended his knee. I don't give a damn. I'm going to take him anyways.
Good. That's what I like to see. People making really brilliant decisions. Andy does remember how this works, right? Andy, you do remember how
I
this
don't know
works,
if he
correct?
remembers. He just sees the name and goes. Like
Andy does what he wants. There's no doubt about that.
Andy's like, I'm here, whatever.
All right, how do I want to play this? Okay, I'm kind of really liking that guy this year, so I'm going to keep with that theme if he keeps falling to me.
There's no way David Montgomery should be on waivers in a 14-team league. Like,
yeah, that would be crazy.
In a 14-team, like that's just.
Pick him up immediately, Big E. I'm not sure who you need to drop, but there's definitely somebody you can drop for him. Garrett Wilson for me, St. Brown for Zach, AJ Brown for Junior.
You sons of bitches.
TY? Are you sure TY's out the league?
I'm pretty confident he's out.
Are we sure? We feel good about that one?
God, I don't really like this, but
you're going Jacobs, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I don't mind not winning this league and whatever. Like, it's fine. For whatever reason, I can't seem to. I think I made the playoffs the first 2 seasons. I did not make it last year. So.
Yeah, you just need a couple balls to bounce your way, my guy. That's all.
I know. Wait.
Oh, that was an interesting strategy that I wasn't expecting to go this quickly. Okay.
Billy, are you sure? You can only play one of them. You can't play them both.
He said double click. He said double click. Do we give him the benefit?
I mean, yeah, most guys are not going to do that.
He's over here. He's over here messaging the message board for the group chat for the league. Double click. I didn't double click. Hurry. Help.
I mean, your brother would have done that and been totally happy with it. But
possibly. Well, that's possible. No doubt about it.
That's like in a 1 quarterback league when you can't play them both. That's a pretty poor strategy.
I could see it going poorly. No doubt about that.
Oh, did I not start it back up?
You did. You didn't?
I don't know. I did go and remove it, but now it's not doing anything unless he hasn't picked somebody.
Click on it. Do you have to unpause it or something?
I don't know. I don't see a pause button.
Well, click back on his pick. Man, this amateur hour in full effect, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you stay with us.
There you go. He got it. He got it.
There we go. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, interesting. Went with Jalen Hurts early. All right.
Yeah, I passed over going early on a quarterback in a couple other leagues. In a free league, I'm going to go ahead and take the guy I want.
Okay. I like it. I like the thought process.
And again, his floor is pretty high. He's going to score a lot of points.
I would say his floor is very high. Yes, I would agree with that.
So pick up.
Devontae. Okay. Devontae with Jimmy G. Could be interesting. Zach went ETN. We all know why. Good move, Zach. Hope that works out for you. Think he could have a stellar year.
I think so as well. I have him in a league or two.
I feel like I have to take this guy because he's still on the board. And it's just I'm going to do it.
3 wide receivers strong. Like,
I'm going to stack them up, baby. I'm going to stack them up right now. Let the talent come to me.
No way, Biggie. No way, Biggie. I think Biggie might get some carries, but ETN is definitely the starter, especially after last season.
Big E, you're breaking my heart. I'm breaking my heart. You don't trust the talent of ETN? That boy's going to light the world on fire this year.
I don't know if I go that far, but he's going to have another good season.
He's going to have an excellent season. I'm not sure if SP Aaron understands that Cup is probably not going to play this year.
I don't know about that. Cup's going to play, but it might be a long time.
Oh, that's a brutal blow to an already depleted team. Andy rapping with Olave and Walker. I like that rap there for Andy. Devontae Smith is going to be solid. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be interesting. P. Williams has some very high ceiling, kind of low floor guys by all accounts that could get real interesting right there. Blue taking his quarterback with Burrow.
Who do you mean take him over Javonte, Big E?
ETN.
He couldn't take ETN. ETN went in the first round.
I mean, I'm guessing that's who we're talking about, right?
Maybe, but ETN went in the first round, so the Broncos couldn't take him over Javonte. He was already gone. So it's not it wasn't a decision they could have made.
Do I really get to do this right here? All right. Getting interesting for me. A little LJ, little L-Jax, cruising. I'm a 6'4".
I mean, I think you've grabbed LJ in a lot.
Just two right now.
Yeah, Biggie. I mean, you can't compare that of because ETN was already gone. So, like, you'd prefer that the Jaguars didn't draft him. Like, they probably could have drafted another O-lineman. But ETN did miss his whole rookie year due to a knee injury. So
Liz Frank.
Or whatever. It was something.
Yeah. But he, again, not injury history, no plaguing things that bothered him, and he played really well last year, and I think he's only going to play better this year. So Zach took ETN specifically because that pick would have gone to me.
Well, I would have taken ETN over the other guys that went behind him, so he did the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong there. Then he gets Ramadre. I think Zach's got a very strong running back core right now, to be honest with you. And then St. Brown and his lone wide receiver right now is pretty sweet. I'll give it to him. That's a nice little stack he's got going on. Junior taking strong wide receiver shots there. I like it with Eckler.
Oh, man, yeah. His three are pretty damn good, too.
Yep, that can't be mad at that. I like the Metcalf grab there.
It was him or Calvin Ridley,
Yep.
Ooh, Debo. I do like Debo too, though.
Yeah, watch Calvin Ridley wrap right back around to you.
We'll see. I don't know hopefully Billy's not listening to us.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. The one time he tunes in.
One time he tunes in to steal the guys I want.
ETN wasn't going to go 9th overall.
Right. They took Patrick Surtain.
Which should have been somebody else, but we won't go down that rabbit hole tonight. I was surprised the Jags did it when they did it, but it made total sense from a team building perspective for him to team back up with T-Law, his explosiveness. I think he's going to have a really nice year.
He is going to have a good year. Oh, Billy. Was that a misclick, Billy?
No, you don't get that long and they get to claim it a misclick.
That's true. All right, Calvin Ridley. Welcome on over. I don't have him in any league. Come on.
Wow. That's a pretty sweet little fall to you there.
I'll take it. I think he's going to get over 100 targets. So.
Yeah, you can't be mad about that. No way.
And, he's well rested.
I mean, by all accounts, he's balling out in camp. So
Well rested.
Junior goes with Justin Fields. Love that pick. Junior's building a bit of a strong team at this point in time. See what Zach does here. Quarterback or wide receiver would be my guess. Probably doesn't go running back again. Yep, Justin Herbert. That's a good pick there. What do I want to do?
Great value for Herbert.
I mean, kind of hard not to take this guy here, to be perfectly honest with you. I think he has a really nice year. That's Joe Mixon.
Oh, Mixon's going to have a good year. Yeah. I like Mixon.
Kind of hard to pass him up right there.
Blue 50.
Here becomes the question, Pinky. How far does Jonathan Taylor fall?
Oh, man. I can't draft him myself because somebody's got to draft him because we can't leave him to the vamp. But you're
right,
literally not going to get anything for 4 weeks.
That would be something, wouldn't it? Oh. Oof.
Because you're not going to get anything for 4 weeks.
At least.
At least.
I mean, there's a chance he doesn't play this year. Like, a legitimate chance he doesn't play. Is he actually hurt? Like, is his injury, like, his ankle actually messed up? I don't know. He said it wasn't, but now he's on the pup and he's being quiet. Like, what's happening? Blue, I love the Dameon Pierce pick. I think that's a great pick there. Keenan Allen that late is kind of a sneaky grab. He stays on the field. Justin Herbert loves to throw him the ball. DJ Moore, I think, has a big year. Although SP's stacking some questionable wide receiver situation there. Aaron Jones and D-Hop for Andy. Well, that's an interesting.
Here's a plug. Our buddy Zach got me a bottle of the Sassenach Scotch whiskey from Scotland. It is amazing. It's pretty good stuff. Hard to get a hold of.
It's good stuff.
Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate you.
So, again, D-Hop to Andy. I'm not sure what he's thinking there. And Aaron Jones. Those are both kind of like, okay. All right. Do you?
Hey, I like Aaron Jones.
Oh, Blue took Taylor right there. Ooh, early.
Maybe. I like Aaron Jones this year. I just think they're going to run the ball with Jordan Love, try to protect him. So,
well, yeah, they will.
Aaron
It's just
Jones.
he's going to definitely go at least probably 50-50 with Dylan.
No, Aaron Jones has still got the lead in there because he does a lot of the passing. He does a lot of the passing game work too.
We'll see. Every year, Dylan's increased his touches every year, and last year it was like a 60-40 split. So I'm just saying that's what concerns me a little bit there.
I still think though that Aaron Jones is getting the touches in the passing game versus Dylan. So
that is very possible, no doubt about that.
It's your pick, sir. Your pick.
I'm debating between two guys right now and seeing how I want to play this. Let's go.
Dylan's not making it to the Vampire Biggie. Just so you know. Each team is going to draft 5 running backs and 5 wide receivers. Well, I think 5 and 5 for the most part. Maybe I'm wrong.
You'll see. People do weird things.
Like I draft 2 QBs, 2 tight ends, and then the rest are running backs and wide receivers. We've got 14 picks.
And as Pinky said, he did not make the playoffs last year. So not everybody has to do what Pinky says to do.
Whoa, easy.
Zach goes Hawkinson. That's going to be a very interesting pick this year for sure. He could get the second most touches in that receiving game. And they like to throw the ball up there in Minnesota.
I was hoping he'd get back to me, actually.
I like Amari Cooper this year, too, to be honest with you. I think that's a pretty solid pick there for Junior that late. But That's you're stretching now. You're stretching on the running backs a little bit.
Let's go, Brees. Come on over.
That's an interesting pick there. That's an interesting pick there. You almost have to get Dalvin Cook now, don't you? I mean, do you feel that way? Do you feel that you almost have to get Dalvin Cook now?
No. Watching Brees Hall, his speed is back. I've got no issues with him at all.
But it's not like Dalvin Cook has fallen off. He was a top 5 running back for what, the last 4 or 5 years?
But he's a rental. They only signed him for a year. Brees Hall's the future.
So don't you think they kind of, if Dalvin Cook's playing well, kind of run him a little bit harder than Brees Hall this year?
Ooh,
You're not concerned about that?
Damn it, Billy. Why'd you have to go and do that?
You wanted Madison or Goddard?
Goddard.
Yep, that's what I thought. You wanted that tight end there.
I did. Well, everybody sniped my other Philly guys. Bunch of jerks.
I mean, there's still some Philly guys available for you if you want them.
Before this gets to Big Blue, because we all know what Big Blue would do.
Well, that's unfortunate because it definitely wasn't getting to Big Blue. That is unfortunate. All right, so Waller's not going to wrap back around to me. That's cool. All right, I see how it is.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I love Kittle, but that dude, like...
Yeah, I mean, it'd be
he's
nice
gonna
to stay on the field, right? Like, that's the thing.
You're going to get 10 games, maybe 11. And then there's some games he goes for 150 and some games he goes for 30. Like, there's no consistency. Junior, if there's a running back on the... No, he said, screw it. He doesn't care about running backs. No running backs for that guy.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Bills running backs either. Like, ooh, yikes.
I actually think James Cook could have a big year. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have James Cook, so...
Well, you're talking about Bills running backs. I'm just saying. Oh, Billy, like Billy's running backs?
Yeah, he's got Pollard and Madison.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah.
James Cook hasn't been drafted yet. Unless you take him here.
No, why would I take him here? That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah. You know what's the worst about drafting? Is after your pick, there's so much time till your pick comes back.
A lot of pick time in between, no doubt.
It's the worst. I hate it. I gotta switch back. I can't see the comment.
Oh boy, how do I want to play this, man? I am slightly unsure of this pick here.
We've got a ways to go, but I will say, like, one of the more interesting things is once everything's done is watching the Vamp pick up their squad.
I love watching the Vamp pick up their squad. I love it.
Because it's a kind of interesting, like, okay. Oh, wow, that's a good, that's pretty good. That's a good.
All right, I'm going to do this because I do think he has a big year, and he'll never get back around. So let's go that way.
Yeah, because Andy would probably draft him because, Andy. I didn't even notice Caleb's or Andy's comment here.
Yeah. It does happen sometimes, Andrew.
So
Andrew, that does happen from time to time.
The sleeper app will usually go, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Caleb says, oh, that's interesting.
It will do that. Biggie, I thought about Swift there. Definitely thought about Swift there, and then I passed right by because I do think all 4 dudes in that backfield get work. And the only way one guy starts standing out is if some guys get injured. And I don't know. I mean, Swift has an idea to get injured too. So that's why I decided to go with Pacheco instead. Now, he's been banged up too, but that's because he runs so damn hard. But I do like his potential for over 1,000 yards and over 10 touchdowns easy. So
right.
See what happens. See what happens there.
Andy's sitting there going, I can't believe you took Pacheco. He's so angry right now. See, he took Swift. He's like, yeah, I'll take Swift.
Kamara and Swift. He's going real interesting in his running back room right now. I'll tell you what. Kelsey and Kamara aren't playing for the first couple weeks of the season, too, so that's going to get even more interesting.
Right.
Andy, start thinking about your backups immediately, sir. Oh, P. Williams goes with James Cook. Grabs him real quick there. Okay, I see you, P. Williams. I see you. Bill Cosby with the George Pickens pick kills me because I thought for sure Pickens would make it back around to me. Thought for sure. That hurts. Pickens is going to have a big year, I think.
I don't know. I don't know how good Pickett's going to be, really.
I think he's going to be good. Real good. Ayuk. Now, where do I go? Where do I go?
I was hoping Ayuk would get back to me, but obviously he did not.
I kind of like what this guy might be able to do this year. I think he could have another stellar year, and I think that's kind of where I'm at as far as what I have to do. So I'm going to go ahead and grab him now, Mr. Kirk.
Yeah, Mr. Kirk. Kirk will have a good year. You know, I got to start looking. Oh, good. My bye weeks aren't too bad, so we're good. We're good.
Oh, where am I at? Because I wasn't paying attention at all. Cool.
Yeah,
my top two receivers the same week. Excellent.
We said right up front, you should probably make sure bye weeks don't match up. Yeah, your bye weeks do not look good, partner.
Just week 7. That's fine.
And week 10 so far.
I mean, 10's not terrible.
You got other guys, but
yeah, I'm good. It's the week 7 where I've got Chase, Wilson, and Mixon all out. That's going to be questionable when that happens. Zach throwing the dart at Mike Williams, even though we all know he hates Mike Williams.
So, hold on. What's going on?
What are you doing?
I have no idea what I'm doing. What am I doing?
Well, probably stop doing that. That would be nice.
Well, I don't know what happened. Hold on.
Oh, my God.
Hold on. Now it's... Damn it.
Can't you just minimize it? What are you doing here, kid?
I did have it minimized.
Well, not like minimized, but shrink it back down.
No. I don't know what the hell happened.
Oh, Pinky.
All right, hold on. All right.
You are killing me, Smalls.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Who's drafting? Who's on the clock?
We're waiting for you to go ahead and tell the Vamp that he's getting his next queued up fella.
Okay. Well, I was trying to fix this for Big E because he wanted to see what guys were still available. And I'm trying to fix it for him, and it's not quite doing what I want it to do. So it doesn't look any better now, does it?
No, it doesn't. Do the bullet thing. There should be like a bullet at the top right. A little bullseye.
There we go.
That didn't help.
Dude, I have no idea what happened here.
Oh, my Lord. What did you do?
I have no idea.
All right, well, select for the Vamp, and then scroll down or whatever you got to do. Wait, just let it go. Let it go. That should be autoed permanently now, hopefully. All right, you're up.
All right, I am up, and I can't see anything that's happening.
Can't you scroll? What are you doing here? This is killing me, Smalls.
I don't know what I want to do.
Can you hit these little arrows down here at the bottom?
Hold on. I'm trying to see if I take it off and share it again, if it'll work. But I got to make my pick in a moment. Otherwise, it's going to get mad at me.
Oh, my Lord. You got 55 seconds.
All right. How's that look?
Way better. There we go. Don't mess with anything again. Oh,
Yeah. See,
geez.
now that we're late in the draft, I can't keep that open.
Can't you just go to one of these picks and like left click and scroll up so that we can see below it? You can't do that? No.
Wait, do what?
Click down here where there's no picks made yet.
Okay.
And like left click and scroll up. Can you do that?
No.
Not right click, left click.
I did. Left click. If you left click on a bubble, it brings up options.
Can you just scroll with your mouse or something so it goes down and you can see them all?
No.
Or it's just because it's 14 picks, it fits neatly and that's just is what it is.
That's just what it is.
All right. Bummer. Okay. Well, there you go.
That's one of the issues with Sleeper at the moment.
Yes, it is. Now we hear the clock, though. That's interesting. Go click that sound. Yeah, that's better. Nope.
Yeah, I still hear it.
Yeah, me too. That's weird.
Where the hell's that setting?
I don't know, but that's fun, right? Go to the top right, that little gear. Very top right.
What gear? There's no gear over here.
I have a gear. One of those things to the top right. Oh, right there. The volume right there in the middle. To the left. Boom. Get out of here
I
with
don't know
that
how
nonsense.
that got turned on.
So we go you and Javonte Williams. Okay, interesting. Then Akers and Njoku. Okay, Billy. I see you. I see you.
Ooh.
What are you going to do here, Pinky?
Oh, man. Okay. So no, not yet. There we go. Evan Ingram.
Okay. All right. Evan Ingram for Pinky.
Oh, good. And it doesn't have the same bye week as Darren Waller. Awesome. Oof.
Yeah, you that would have been fun.
Well, it sucks because if you do that, then like there's nothing you can do. Like,
No, you can't do anything. You hope one of them gets injured and you could drop them. Like that's the only option. Let's see what Junior does here. Pitts and Connor with his last two picks are not terrible.
I mean, he probably needs another running back. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Not telling him how to run his roster.
I mean, it's an option for sure.
Here we go.
Rasheed White. Okay.
Rasheed
Okay.
White. All right.
Rasheed White. That'll be interesting down there in Tampa. Andy, that definitely meant I'm not sure about that pick.
That means bad pick. Okay. Cam Akers does not have a great O-line to run behind, and Njoku, I just don't think Cleveland throws the ball to the tight end enough. But.
He's got so much talent, but yeah, something just hasn't gotten put together yet there, unfortunately. But as your second tight end, I guess that's not bad by any means.
And they don't have the same bye week.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Big deal. You should probably stop mentioning that though, so other people don't catch on.
No, we don't want them to have the same guys on the same bye
I know
week.
you're rooting against the Vamp, like that's all you care about. I understand that.
Yeah.
That's not how I'm going about this.
No, fuck the Vamp. I don't want the Vamp winning.
I mean, if people don't want to pick intelligently, I'm not going to sit here and assist them.
I am. Guys, don't pick guys on the same bye week. You don't want to give an easy week for the Vamp to pick you, okay?
Biggie, it's called Sleeper, Sleeper, Sleeper. It's, in our opinion, the best fantasy sports app for football out there right now.
It's totally customizable. It doesn't have on game day. I always had issues with ESPN. NFL was cool because at least you could see instant highlights of your guys if they scored a touchdown or did something really cool. But other than that, their format was lame. Yahoo sucks really bad. I don't know why anybody would do a league.
Yahoo's the worst. Can't stand Yahoo. NFL's not great either, though, from my past experiences.
I'll take Yahoo as the worst NFL than ESPN.
So Zach took Christian Watson. I'm feeling like I kind of have to take this guy here, and I'm not sure if I feel great about it or not, but we're going to find out. Somebody's got to run the ball down there, I guess.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, we're not going to believe Chuba Hubbard's going to be great, right? So
Sanders is definitely more talented. Just can you stay on the field for enough games to make it worth my while, I guess is what it'll come down to.
Right. I'm feeling pretty good about my roster so far. I probably need to grab a wide receiver.
I'm not hating where I'm at. I'll tell you that much.
Again, most teams should be pretty stacked in a 9-man league that's drafted.
You better feel good about your team when only 9 dudes are drafting for sure. So I think plan my strategy here.
I think we've talked about Andy's team's gonna be a little rough. First 4 weeks, I'm pretty sure the Vamp's gonna play him once, if not twice.
Oh, that could be a problem for all of us.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't him. It was Bill Cosby. I guess it's both of them. Bill Cosby with Cooper Kupp being out, Andy with Travis Kelce being out.
That could be interesting for sure.
Ooh, Michael Pittman, gross.
Yeah, I know you don't like Pittman this year at all.
I don't want any guy that's going to have to rely on Anthony Richardson to get them the ball consistently.
That could be an issue. It could be.
Especially Pittman, who is the possession, he doesn't make big plays normally. He's like that, he catches the ball and he gets you 10 yards and that's about it. He doesn't really do a lot when he's got it.
That might change. It might not. We will see. Probably not a lot of faith in the Colts offense this year, though.
I mean, if you stay with us and remind us, Biggie, we might open it up to 12 teams. But the winner of the league is the Vamp. That's the whole purpose. You want to be the Vamp. You want to test your fantasy skills.
Some think it's a curse. Some of us believe it's a gift. I think it's the Vamp again.
It's a complete gift. I want it so bad. I want to test my skills against everybody.
It's fun.
Week
basis. A lot of fun to be the Vamp. Cody, I know Cody's very much looking forward to this. He had a prior obligation. Otherwise, he would have been here live with us talking about people's picks, telling us live who he's going to go devour. So that would have been fun. It's a shame he couldn't have made it.
So that's a good pick by P. Williams. I wanted to take T. Lockett the last 2 rounds. But with DK Metcalf, I just felt like that was overkill.
Yeah, probably a little bit, especially with Jackson Smith and Jigba being there. You don't need 2 of the 3 guys.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see how Lockett plays this year. Because I don't think DK's looks are going to go minimal. I think Lockett is going to get eaten into by Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Lockett's so consistent, man. I don't see that happening.
He is consistent. But I think he'll still be consistent just without as many touches.
So, Andy, that's one of my guys. Jahan Dotson is one of my guys this year.
There goes my next
really like
right there with Mr. Andrew. That's unfortunate. Now I have to completely redo what I was planning on doing. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate you. Way to go, buddy. Cool move, bro.
Anytime you can make Vitus have to pivot, I'm good for that. I'm good.
I love those picks, actually. Dotson and Komet. Those are 2 great picks. So, bummer for me.
Man, that's
no doubt.
I saw Michael Thomas go in the 5th in a draft yesterday. So seeing him go this late, that's such a steal.
Not a fan of Michael Thomas. Not a fan. I don't think he's going to be that good, but we will see what happens there. Oh, I got to rethink my strategy here a little bit, Pinky.
Oh, Blue, you might need to get a tight end soon, bro. You need a tight end. How many rounds we got left here?
I think I'm gonna go.
5. So let's see, where am I at? I got 4 running backs. I need a couple wide receivers. Now I got to start thinking about my backup QB. I knew you were going to get Gibson. I knew it.
Well, I got him.
Trying to think if there's anybody on the board I even want to look at. Gonna need at least one more running back. God, this list that Cody's got here is amazing.
I know, it's pretty good.
Josh
It is pretty
Gordon,
good.
Turbin, Curse, Bernard,
Eifert, I'm down.
Eifert.
He even threw in Josh Gordon for good measure. You know what I mean? Like, I like it. Well played.
Right. I mean, I know you can actually still like draft Eli Manning.
That's crazy.
Zach taking almost the whole clock here. What's going on, Zach?
Zach may not even realize he's on the clock.
Maybe he's frozen.
It's going to be a problem for him.
I mean, it's going to take the next best player for him. Going once, going twice. Uh-oh.
What's happening here?
Dalvin Cook. I don't hate that.
It's not bad for him.
Yeah, this late. I don't hate that. See, Montgomery. Good pick, son. Good pick. I would have picked him if once I pulled up the board and looked at it. Ooh. Come on over, Jamal.
Okay, I see you. I see what you're doing there. All right.
Well, I needed an extra guy that didn't have a week 9 bye. So
That's a smart move.
All right, Billy's on the board. Billy's he's like me. He probably needs another wide receiver or two. And I gotta really start looking at that. I don't think I've looked at wide receivers in the last couple rounds. So I probably
No, you don't really need to. You're good.
I think I'm gonna need another one or two.
I think you'll be all right. Just run with those. Oh, there's Judy.
I knew it.
There goes Mr. Judy.
That
could be a bit of a steal that late. Now what do you do, Pinky?
Oh man,
what are you gonna do, my guy?
I don't like any of this. Well, sometimes you just gotta say fuck it and grab your guy.
Oh, interesting, Mr. Flowers. Okay.
By the second half of the season, I feel like he should be pretty darn good.
It's possible.
He's had a good rapport with Lamar during the training camp. I mean, Mike Evans was there. I like Mike, but I have no faith in Baker. I got no faith in that offensive line.
Yeah, no, not at all. Biggie, no. Chris Godwin is definitely not still available. He went up there in like the 7th. Yeah, the 7th to P. Williams. Are you going to push this through, or are we just going to sit here and chit-chat a little bit? I'm good with either. We're fine. Either one's good. I appreciate your company.
I was just enjoying your voice, Caleb. That's all.
It happens. Melodically soothe people to sleep.
Ooh, that was quick.
Junior with, okay. Are they both on auto? What do we got going on here?
No, I think Junior had his pick, but yeah, Zach's on auto now.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
Gross.
I like it. Where's Blue go?
I don't know. Fryermuth is gross.
I'm a big fan of what that's gonna give me this year.
He is talented, but they don't throw the ball to the tight end enough on a regular basis.
I think that Steelers team as a whole, but that offense for sure is taking a step forward this year.
I don't know, man. Their OC is still the same, and he kind of sucks.
There's just a lot of talent on that team. That's what I like.
His play calling's still pretty garbage, bro.
Yep, not great. That is nothing I can argue with.
I'm not excited if I draft a Steelers guy. Do they have potential? Absolutely.
I am. I'm excited.
Am I really that excited? No.
If I get Najee, Pickens, or Fryermuth, I'm excited about all those guys. And I'm indifferent with Deontay Johnson.
I want no part of Fryermuth. They just don't throw the tight end enough. They don't. And he has all the talent in the world. If he played for the Patriots, the dude would be smashing. But
that could be true. Khalil Herbert, I like that pick. I think he could give you some big points there. Blue definitely needed another running back with that Jonathan Taylor going in the 6th there.
He still technically needs a tight end. I don't know.
He does. At least
I don't know
one.
how far he wants to wait here.
That's up to Blue.
That's right. You build your roster how you want, Big Blue. He was the vampire last year. So
he was.
Right. Biggie knows. Biggie knows what's up.
We'll see.
Every time I watch Fryermuth, I just like they don't throw to him enough. Like they don't give him the volume to be a successful fantasy receiver.
I mean, he finished as tight end number 8, so considering where I took him, I say that's a nice little pick.
Yeah.
Finished as tight end 8 last year, and if they do take a little bit of a step forward, like I think they will, then tight end 8 or better again is exactly what I'm expecting from him. I'm not drafting him as to be like an Andrews or a Kelsey or something. Goddard, Waller, Hawkinson, all those big names. I'm not going down there.
Yeah, I was hoping Hawkinson would get to me. Fucking Zach.
Yeah, he sniped that real good.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see if P. Williams goes on auto here.
I'm pretty excited about. I think Hawkinson's going to if Hawkinson had played the whole year in Minnesota, I think he would have finished in the top 3.
Does Hawkinson or Addison get more balls thrown at them this year?
Cousin loves the tight end in the end zone. That's all I know.
I think Hawkinson. I like Hawkinson. Tony autoed from P. Williams. I actually think that's kind of a steal that late.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
If he's on the field, that dude could be huge.
I like Tony more than Michael Thomas.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
Oh, we agree on something. All right. Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Yeah. Cheers. Hello. Cheers. SP's on the clock here. He got a second quarterback. He could use another tight end. He could use some running back real bad.
After the first 2 rounds, he was like, I don't need running backs.
Yeah, I mean, there's some options here. If he's trying to do the 0 running back situation, there are some options here that you could really dip into.
Oh, there goes Andy. Yep. Cheers. Thanks, Andy. I can't wait to see you on Thursday, Andy. It's going to be a good time. And Billy?
Cheers, Andy. What to do?
I know. I had to force my daughter to go to her birthday dinner early at 4:30 so we could get back in time for the game.
Terrible, Pinky.
Hey. She'll turn another year older the following year. We'll be fine.
She might. That might be how that works.
I gave her the option. We can always celebrate your birthday on Saturday or Friday night, and she didn't want to take that. So,
some people, the nerve wanting to celebrate on their actual birthday.
Right? I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know what that's about.
She has this thing because I've been to 2 football games on her birthday because it was like the start of the season, and she does not let me live that down.
Of course,
Deontay Johnson, that's a good auto pick in my opinion.
it is. It's a little bit of a steal there. You're going to have another auto pick coming right back up, so let's see what Andy does here.
Although he has George Pickens, so maybe that wasn't the best for him.
Yeah, that's kind of the kicker there, but, things happened.
A running back probably would have been helpful.
It would have been. Definitely would have been helpful there. Some of these people are giving meat on the bone for the Vamp, for sure.
He's got Tua and Dak. Man, who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought?
He's been on Tua about as long as I have.
No, he was not a Tua fan to start with.
I think he might have been. I mean, he came around a lot quicker than you. I'm not saying he was there when I first started, but he definitely started to see the accuracy and jump on board.
Yeah, he it took me a little bit longer, but what he was doing last season, I just like only an idiot would keep being like, "Oh, Tua can't do it." I'm like, I mean, they were pretty damn hot.
There's his running back, which is not a bad running back to get that late.
Yeah. I mean, in that backfield, I want Gibson over Robinson. But when you're this late, you got to get a guy. You got to get a guy.
Yeah, you need a guy. There is a lot of truth to that.
I got to start. I guess I should just pull up my phone.
Pinky, what do you think about that?
I mean, I want no part of Deshaun. I want no part of the Browns, really, besides Nick Chubb. Cooper, yeah, he should be okay. But I'm just not I don't think the Browns are going to be that good.
I think Deshaun Watson's the biggest fantasy question mark this season, Biggie, in my personal opinion, because he could easily go for 400 because they do have weapons there in Cleveland, or he could go for under 200 points as a fantasy quarterback and have an awful year. Maybe lose his starting job because he can't get his stuff together. So it's a wide range of variables there for Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns. I think he'll probably be somewhere in the 315-ish range when it's all said and done, but that puts him as like a top 15, 16 QB, not like a top 10. So that's kind of probably why people are backing off from him, would be my guess. I'm going to go with Old Faithful here, buddy. And then there goes Deshaun Watson to Zach. Zach loves him some Deshaun Watson.
I mean, that was an auto pick, though. Oh, and but the computer did him dirty because Deshaun has the same bye week as Justin Herbert.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. We got to stop that. Go give him.
He's not here. Like, I mean,
I
I can try to pause the draft and we can like ask the league what the league wants to do.
I was gonna say give him Baker, but that's week 5 bye as well, actually. So he's gonna have to live with this, I guess. Vamp's getting a cakewalk here.
Technically, he could take Goff, Purdy, or Richardson. Are his options that do not have a week 5 bye? Because Geno Smith even has a week 5 bye.
He needs to draft another quarterback right now, and I don't think he knows that.
Well, he's been auto drafted for like the last 3 picks.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Treylon Burks, the junior. Go ahead and push Cody through.
So, well, hold on. I'm asking the draft if they want me to change it for him. So, Andy says it's cool. Russell Wilson is not off the board yet, but
give him Daniel Jones. That'd be apropos for Zach, right? Or is that too good?
Well, technically, the next quarterback available should have been I guess it's Deshaun, but if it's the next best quarterback that doesn't have the same bye week, it's Anthony Richardson.
Okay, give him Anthony Richardson.
But then I would then ask Junior. I would go ahead and remove his pick real quick.
Yeah, if he wants Deshaun instead of
because maybe he wants Deshaun.
I'll give him that. We're being pretty calm, but that's only because we know Zach's in bed and 9 o'clock was his cutoff time.
You know, that is true. That is true.
So we'll give him a bit of a favor there.
Zach's a guy. Junior says no. I still
Treylon Burks it is, and we're moving along. Push it through and take your picks, sir. Let's finish this out and let's go see who is projected as the top scorer for week 1. Let's see this. Come on.
Chris Thompson. All right. So, all right. So we're gonna do.
Yep, that's a nice pick there. I like it.
And I have to. Although I don't know, I guess I should have thought Billy maybe wouldn't have picked him since he already has Judy. But that was my thinking.
Like
that he's got him. I think I need my second quarterback.
Gabe Davis there could be a steal for show.
Oh, that's the other guy I was looking at. Oh, damn it. I see you. You probably need another running back, Billy, if you're still listening. I know he was in earlier. Let's see here. Ooh, I don't think I want him that week. That's for sure.
Okay, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next here, but I know what I have to take the next 2 picks.
I do like that. Who's he playing week 10? Kind of like that too. All right, there's some good options for me there, so I'm going to leave that alone. All right, Billy. Alan Lazard. All right, this one's easy.
Alan Lazard. Andy, say it with me. Interesting. Brandon Cooks is a steal, Pinky. Nice pick there.
I just felt like I've got a good mix. I've only got 1 week where I've got guys on the same bye.
Like salt and pepper.
Oh, Kenny Stills. What a steal.
Love it. Love it.
And look at Junior coming back around with the Deshaun Watson.
Zach grabs Dalton Schultz. I will go ahead and take a shot here. Oh, things are going to get real interesting real quick.
Oh, I love you so much, Caleb. I love you so much.
Why?
You didn't see what bye week Kirk Cousins has.
No way. Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
You got so excited that he was still there that you didn't look.
Well, I wasn't excited about Kirk Cousins. I was actually going to take Jordan Love, but I decided to go with Cousins instead. That sucks so bad. It's going to be a bad year.
Well, at least you have 13 weeks before that's a problem. And maybe you'll get lucky if one of your other players does get hurt and you have to put them on IR, then you can draft the quarterback in their place.
That'd be sweet, huh? Oof, that is terrible. How did I miss that? What was I looking at?
I mean, I love Kirk Cousins, so like
I do too. I had
super.
He wasn't even in my queue. That's what's crazy, Pinky. I didn't even have him in my queue because of that. And I went off my. That was dumb. Oh well.
Man, I didn't even notice Big Blue got Joe Burrow. Nice.
Good thing is week 13 is the last week of regular season, so hopefully I've already decided I'm in the playoffs by then.
God damn it, Pete Williams. I was hoping to get Gino for that week.
Yeah, I was looking at Gino too.
Some
Gino was in my queue. Why did I go Kirk Cousins? What was I doing? I totally went out of left field with Kirk.
Right. Let's see. Who's he playing week 10?
Damn.
Ooh.
And we did Zach a favor when Watson was in his queue. Zach and I should be allowed to switch Cousins for Richardson, right?
I'll tell you, you can bring that up with the Vamp. The Vamp makes those decisions moving forward.
Man, I feel so dumb right now. What a terrible. Yeah, guys, listen to my fantasy advice. I know what I'm doing, right? Dumb.
That's a good tight end, T. Williams. That's a good tight end.
Conquo, yeah, I like that a lot.
I like that.
Where's Blue go?
I mean, he should grab another quarterback.
Preferably with a week 7 bye.
Well, most of the top guys are like week 9s and 13s right now, so I think he's good. Like, he can grab Daniel Jones right now and be happy.
He probably is about to. Knowing Blue. He doesn't have a backup tight end. He doesn't have a backup quarterback, so he's really...
You can technically roll without a backup tight end. You really don't want to roll without a backup quarterback.
I mean, missing that 8 points or so could be killer week to week with how equal a lot of these teams are going to be. Mark me down for a freaking week. Gosh dang it. Can't believe I'm going to have a week 13 loss. That's pretty brutal.
No, bro. Like, somebody like Miles Sanders is going to be hurt. You're going to have to drop him, and you can pick that's what you got to hope for.
So dumb. So dumb. Just stupid. I can't believe I just did that. There's a reason he wasn't in my queue. Problem is I was sitting here talking with you, hanging out, enjoying my time, and looked at the big board instead of my queue and got away from myself.
Yeah, see, I mean, you hooked up Zach and Pinky Jr. and forgot about hooking up yourself. Just saying.
It happens, I guess. It happens, I guess. Let's hope I can claw my way out of it because I'm gonna need to.
Is Big Blue gonna auto draft here?
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
I don't know what. I mean, I stopped it for Zach. Shit. I gotta pause it on here. Pause. Oh, now it fucked up the screen again. All right. Andy's like, yeah, fix it. Yeah. I'm fixing it. The next best quarterback is Daniel Jones, so that's who he's getting. You're welcome. You're welcome, Mark. Not that he's listening. See, and then Zach is excited because he loves Juju. Like, who doesn't love Juju?
Oh, yeah, that's a steal for Zach right there. Tyler Higbee, finish this up for us, fellas.
Oh, man.
Love that Quincy Enunwa pick. That's a steal that late. I'll tell you what.
I got 3 options here. And the best option... I wanted to go Russell Wilson. I really did.
I was not your best option.
He was playing the Bills week 10. Goff's playing the Chargers week 10. So yeah. I felt like the Chargers were the better option to play against.
Sure. And Jared Goff's better than Russell Wilson, probably. So there's that.
I don't know. I think Russ is going to run more this year, which elevates his value some, my friend.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if he really can run anymore, my guy.
He's a little bit more lighter of foot now that he dropped 15 pounds.
Is he?
He had some good wheels in that San Francisco game, man.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Billy, finish this up. The original Vamp. Let's make this pick and do this thing. Let's see what the week 1 projections are.
You need a running back, Billy. You need a running back in the worst way. I would not take Deuce Vaughn.
Interesting picks.
Okay.
All right. There's quite a bit on the waiver wire for the Vamp to work with.
Yeah, the Vamp's going to be looking good, man. The Vamp's going to get Brock Purdy or Russell Wilson or both. He's got the running backs are a little weak for him. The wide receivers are doable.
Oh boy.
The tight end position is pretty bleak right now. So
no way. There's some steals on the tight end position still.
No, there's some possibilities on the tight end position, but nothing.
Yeah, again, you got to pick the right week. That's part of being the Vamp. You got to pick the right waivers on the right week with the right matchup and hope. But looks like Junior is the top projected scorer at 144.
I mean, Junior's team's pretty good, man.
144.63 Junior is sitting there at.
Well, hold on. Mine's got me like with Evan Ingram in my flex. So hold on.
Oh, you're telling me we might not have our best lineups in yet?
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm projected at 140. Now that I switched mine up, you're projected at 143.
I am.
And Pinky Jr.'s at 144 at the moment. And Cody is literally projected at 0. I love it.
Oh, I wonder who his week 1 matchup's going to be right now.
Right. He gets to pick his matchup, which makes things interesting because then I just try to like move someone out and it gets kind of weird. The scheduling is kind of weird. I don't really play. I try not to match the same people up twice in a week, both back-to-back weeks. But sometimes you do end up playing the same guy more than once within a 3 to 4 week period.
Yeah, it's the nature of the Vamp League. It gets a little crazy on the scheduling throughout the season, but it's fun. It's fun. Get out of here and go show the people the projections.
Well, now the thing's all screwed up, man. Where's that even at?
Oh, boy.
Hold on. I'm getting there.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Whoa. Easy. I'm doing my best, Caleb.
I know you are.
I will say Sleeper is more mobile than it is.
Yes, the
on
desktop, they still have a lot to be desired for sure.
So, at the moment, Cody's already in. He's already releasing it.
I love it. I love it.
Time. So
make it happen, Cody.
So we've got In the Shadows, Van Helsing, Game of Mahomes, Straight Outta Coffin. That's actually a good one. That's a really good one. Two Cooks, One Team. Prince of Wakali. I don't even know what that is.
That's the original vampire.
Once Bitten. We gotta get Aaron to up his game. I'm gonna talk to him on Sunday. I'm gonna get him to up his game here.
Let's see what he could do. That'd be nice.
He's had that for so long. It's time to update that. I need to update mine. I was Vampires Eat Ass last season, so
I'm the same one every year right now.
Well, it's time to update. It's time to update.
Maybe we'll see what happens.
Part of the fun.
Zach coming out strong, straight out of coffin. I'll give him that. That was solid. I like that.
I updated my team name in one league because I've got Sun God, So I called. I named it "I'm on Raw Dog You."
Ooh, that's.
I felt like that was pretty good. Felt like that was pretty good.
As SP used to say, there goes our rating.
The rating was gone a while ago.
Oh, way long ago. All right, Pinky. So here's a question for you. Does the Vamp make the playoffs this year? Let's call our shots right now.
The Vamp almost made it season 1. Because he went on quite a run to finish the season. I had to literally throw a game to make sure the Vamp didn't make the playoffs.
Which was terrible.
Hey, I did what I had to do.
I'm not happy about that. Still not happy about that.
I don't care.
Still.
I kept him out of the playoffs. I loved every minute of it.
Throwing games.
Because his team at that point was probably good enough to win it all. So, Billy, I'm sorry I did that to you, my friend, but it had to be done. So, didn't help me. I didn't win, but I think you won. So it helped.
I did win. Then I made the playoffs year 2.
And you got a pretty sick jersey.
Yeah, sweet Larry Bird for it. I love it. I was the 6th seed year 2. And was really good. Had a really good team, but had a couple guys get injured for the first week of playoffs, and it killed me. And then
Biggie, I've done things I'm not proud of, Biggie.
Yes, he has.
I'm not proud of.
Yes, he has. But that one he's proud of. That's the problem. That's the problem. He's proud about that one. Blue won it last year.
Go to bed.
Blue won it year 2, which is why he was the Vamp last year. And he had a rough year as the Vamp. Blue did not do well as the Vamp. So we'll see what Cody can do.
I think he forgot that you could pick any victim any week. And I think at the end, like, he was picking guys he just wanted to beat instead of picking the easiest matchup.
You know, not my problem. Not my problem.
Picking the easiest matchup that you think you can win.
Cody's going to be interesting.
In that regard, I do think Cody will be a tougher vampire this year. So it's going to be on everybody to make sure they do as best they can. The toughest thing is the Vamp gets first pick on the waiver wire. The only time you can grab somebody off the waiver wire is when you have a guy that's hurt. He doesn't have to be on IR. He can be hurt, but that means you're dropping him, and the Vamp could technically pick him up.
He's got to be out at a minimum. But I thought we changed that to IR.
Maybe we did. We might have to re-review that. But
I think it's IR only. Guy's got to be on IR, and then you have to drop the IR guy.
Right. Because there's no IR. There's no IR spot.
No IR spots. Maybe we did do out though, which made it even more difficult of a decision. How long is the guy going to be out, and do you want to take that risk? We might have done out just to spice it up a little bit. We got to review that, Pinky. Review it right now. And it's out. We're going with out. Put a message in the league chat board. We're going with out.
Wait, what just happened? I thought you wanted me to review it. I can go back in league history and take a look.
Yeah, I still say we go with out, though. I think that makes it interesting for everybody.
I think we asked the vampire on that one then.
Pull the league on that one. That's more of a league decision than a vampire decision.
Well, if we're changing that rule, that affects the vamp more than anybody.
How?
Because now we have more leeway of who we can drop.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, okay. Go back in league history and find out if we did out or not. I think we might have done out, but we'll look. We'll look and see. I'm going to say the Vamp does make the playoffs, and that makes me sick to my stomach a little bit. But some of us did not make smart decisions drafting. And that could cost the league as a whole. I think he'll be sneaking in at like the 6th seed, though. So, with that being said, if he really does sneak in,
I mean,
he might not quite have the full firepower to
I
do
think
damage.
I think I was the only win Mark had last year, and he stole Javonte Williams and left Saquon Barkley on the board, and I think and then Javonte got hurt like the next week. So
I mean, I won my week 1 Vamp matchup. I stole Saquon. He got hurt like week 3. I still made the playoffs, but it was. I mean, that just shows you what I had to deal with. I think I had Devontae Adams. He ended up sitting. It was a rough first round of the playoffs for me because of some things. So gets tricky, but we'll see how that goes. So what do you say, Vamp, in or out?
I mean, Vamp will probably get in the 6th seed.
Okay.
He'll probably struggle. He'll probably struggle the first 4 to 5 weeks, and then he'll probably hit a stride.
Okay. There you go, Cody. Pressure's on, my guy. Pinky, final thoughts before we jump in next week with a full recap and really dive into the NFL?
I am going to try to put out a Pinky's Parlay video tomorrow. It's going to I'm going to do 2 different videos. I'm going to do a touchdown parlay and then what my favorite picks are. Probably like 3 games.
Okay, I like it.
And I'll tell you the odds, and it'll probably be the spread. I'll probably choose the spread and pick the odds, tell you the odds, and hopefully we can all earn some money together.
I like it. I am stoked for Saturday. I hope my Huskers do not embarrass me.
Yeah, I might need to come see you on Saturday.
I'll go dark, dude. I'll go dark if they lose to Colorado. You won't hear from me. You won't see me until I pop up here on Tuesday, and then I'll go dark again for another week or 2. I can't have it. So let's hope. I'm stoked for the NFL season. Seeing how that turns out. College football in full swing. Fantasy gets going. It's a lot of fun.
I'm stoked for Sunday.
Yeah. Thursday night, baby. Let's do this. So it's going to be a good weekend. We'll have a fun show next week. As always, do not take that time with your loved ones for granted. Anybody in your inner circle, cherish it, love it, take advantage of every moment of it. Appreciate all the love and support. Like, share, retweet, whatever X is now. And thanks. Peace out.
I still got whiskey left over. This is crazy.
Disappointing, guys. Disappointing. We'll do better next week.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway.
I'm not sure how to feel about Big E telling us this was one of our best.
That's pretty fun. I don't know if the comments still come in. Yeah, I think it was fun. I don't know if it was one of our best. But,
All right.
But I mean, Biggie stayed with us till 11:30, so
I know, love it.
Good on him.
Can't be mad about that.
But
Can't be mad about that.
I don't know if it was one of our best. I mean, we just did again. This is probably more helpful for folks last week than this week because most fantasy drafts are over by now.
Right.
But whatever. I mean, we had pretty good. I think we got up to 6.
Yeah.
At one point.
We did. Dude, I'm still mad at myself for that Kirk Cousins thing.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb, bro.
Seriously, not on my cue for that exact reason. And I'm sitting there looking at the big board. I was like, oh, Kirk's nice. They go ahead and grab him right now. I need a second QB. And then I look at my big board and I was like, after you said that, I was like, oh, shit. That's going to cost me, Pinky.
Oh, we're still on the broadcast, bro. We didn't end it.